Welcome to Gleaming Grammar. Be ahead of the curve.
Hello learners, welcome you all to my channel Gleaming Grammar. Here at this platform you are gonna learn a lot about grammar. So today in this video we are gonna discuss about parts of a speech. I'm just going to put the parts of a speech in a nutshell today, but certainly in the upcoming videos I will give you an explanation in an elaborative manner. Before diving into the lesson, quickly just do brainstorming about these two sentences. The first sentence says, I notice everything around me carefully. And the second says, there is no new notice on the board. We can see here clearly that the same word is used, notice, notice, in both the sentences. But still, the both words in the both sentences, the same word is conveying the completely different meaning. Why so? Because the reason behind this is pretty simple. In first sentence, the word notice is a verb. It means it belongs to the family of verbs. And in the second sentence, the word notice belongs to the family of nouns, right? That means they belong to two different family, right? So let's get started. As we all are aware that there are 8 parts of a speech, and we are just going to start it with the very first, nouns. So today's content is also going to be same about parts of a speech. First is nouns. Nouns, which we all have been learning, since class 2, right? The same definition. Noun is a name of a person, place, animal, or thing. So yeah, you can also say that noun are all the naming words, right? All the naming words are called noun. For an example, your name, your father's name, your sibling's name, your mother's name, your pet's name, right? All the name. So it can be a name of any person, it can be a name of any animal, including the birds, don't forget, okay? It can be parrot also. And anything, right? For an example, if you're asking your sibling that pass me, that until you're going to name that thing. For an example, pass me the bottle, pass me the remote, that particular thing, right? So everything has a name, and that is noun. The next is the place. Like we all live at a particular place, right? So those places are also having a name. Like if you'll say to your mother that I'm going to dash, so definitely the question will be where, and you will name that place. So that place, that naming place, for an example, Delhi, Mumbai, okay, Kolkata, or even at like Krishnanagar, any locality in your city, that is also having a name. So that place is also known as noun. Now, the next is pronouns. Pronouns, simply the words which are used instead of noun. Let's understand it with the example of monitor and vice monitor. So you can say like noun is the monitor of the class and pronoun is the vice monitor of the class. So in case noun is absent, right, then who is going to play or who is going to perform the duty of the monitor noun? Definitely pronoun, right? So pronoun are simply the words which are used to avoid the repetition of noun, right? Like here, Tina is a pretty girl. So Tina is the name of a girl, right? So it's a noun. And in the second sentence, we simply replace the word Tina with the pronoun, right? She. Clear? So the pronouns are like he, she, it, we, you, and they. Let's jump to the next, adjectives. It's not adjective, it's adjectives, right? So adjectives are simply the words which modify or describes a noun or a pronoun, or we can understand it like that simply they describes, they tells the quality, right, or quantity of a noun or a pronoun. Look here is the girl, okay, cute little girl. So if I'll say that she's a beautiful girl, the girl is beautiful. So here beautiful is a word which is describing the girl, the little girl. So beautiful is an adjective. Next here is sour, right? So lemon is a noun, right? And if I'll say that lemon are sour, so sour is a word, okay, which is telling the quality of lemon, that how's our lemon. So how are lemon, so they are sour. Here a long list of adjectives are given, like artistic, cold, like how was the management over there in the party? Oh, she has done an artistic management with dried flowers, with this and that, right? Like give me a glass of cold water. So here cold is defining water, and water is which parts of the speech recently we have studied? Yeah, exactly. Now let's move ahead. And verbs, I must say that half of grammar revolves around this topic, verbs. Yes, you have heard me absolutely right. Like whether you are going to study tenses, voices, narration, subject verb concord, most imperative topics of grammar, they all revolves around the verbs. So, what are verbs? Verbs are basically the actions or any occurrence. Sometimes it can be the state of being. And verbs sometimes misunderstood also. We simply think that verbs are simply the action verbs like run, go, give. Okay, these are simply the actions and these are verbs. No, occurrence, for an example, develop. It is also a verb. State of being like exist or extinct. These are also verbs. Here is also a long list of verbs: ask, find, be, get, okay, become, give, begin, go, and so and so. Let me tell you, dear learners, that I will come with an elaborative video of each parts of a speech. Here I'm just giving you a glimpse of parts of a speech. All right. Now let's move ahead, and the next parts of a speech is adverbs. Now what are adverbs? As we have studied in the previous slides that adjectives, they were, what task was done by adjective? So adjectives were simply modifying the noun or the pronouns. So in the similar manner we can say that adverbs, they modifies a verb, an adjective, and sometimes itself also. Yes, an adverb is a word that modifies or describes a verb, an adjective, and sometimes another adverb in the same sentence. So I must say that human beings need to learn a lot from adverbs. This world is full of criticism. Nobody is ready to appreciate you. Nobody is ready to give the credit. Everybody is ready to steal the thunder. So we should learn from adverbs that if nobody is appreciating you, just appreciate yourself. Go ahead and appreciate yourself. Now here is a long list of adverbs like abnormally. Like how did she react? She reacted, oh my god, she reacted abnormally to me. Whatever task I gave to my students, they completed diligently. So it is also an adverb. And let me tell you that all the adverbs which are given below here, they all are adverbs of manner. Now how you can identify that they are adverbs of manner? So when you will watch my video, that's why I'm saying subscribe my channel also. When you will watch my video of adverbs, then you will understand that how you can distinguish all the different type of adverbs. So stay with me, keep on watching my videos. The next topic or the next parts of a speech is preposition. And students have a lot of dilemma also when it comes to preposition. Because sometimes you cannot put any rational thinking behind preposition. The reason behind that is because it's sometimes not only single word. Sometimes its prepositions are simply a group of words also. Sometimes they are prepositional phrases also. So most of the time students have to rote learn the usage of preposition, right? So but nothing can be done in that. Let's understand what are preposition. So preposition are simply a word. It can be a word like in, on, at. It's simply a word, and sometimes it can be a group of words. For an example, if I'll say that due to, so due to is here a group of word, right? So preposition can be single word or a group of word which simply indicate the relationship. It means it tells us the relationship of a noun or pronoun, or it can be a noun phrase also, to the another part or another words or phrase in the sentence. Okay, like where is the ball? So the ball is, the football is in the carton, okay, or in the whatever you call it. Let's go ahead, and the next is conjunction. So conjunctions, you can comprehend it by its word pretty clearly. Have you heard about the junctions like Delhi Junction, Aligarh Junction, Khurja Junction, Bareilly Junction. I don't know even whether they all are junctions or not. But what do you understand by the word, only this word junctions? Isn't it a, a platform, or isn't it a place where, so many railway tracks meet, right? So yes, exactly the same task is done by conjunction. As junction is a place where so many tracks meets, right? So in the same manner, we can understand that conjunction is also a word which helps, two words, two phrases, or two clauses, to make a meaningful sentence. It simply join the two words, sometimes two phrases, or sometimes two clauses together and makes one sentence. Okay, let's see some examples like for, and, nor. All these are, by the way, fanboys. I'll tell you in upcoming videos what are these fanboys. It's a kind of it's a type of conjunction. So if I'll say that I am teaching you, okay, and you are listening me, so these are two different sentences which are joined by the word and. So definitely and is a conjunction because it is joining two sentences. Now let's move ahead and read about the last parts of a speech, which is interjections. So interjections are simply the words which express the strong or the sudden emotions, basically the strong feelings, right? For if I'll say that alas, the poor cat died, so alas, it is an interjection. If I say hooray, we have won the match, hooray, we have won the lottery, so I'm simply expressing the strong feelings by these words. Bravo, you have done well in the match. Oh no, again, I missed my train. So these are the words which we simply use to express the strong meaning, strong emotions, or our feelings. Now, one important thing which you can notice, that in all the sentences of exclamatory sentences, we use this exclamation mark, right? It means interjections are used in one type of sentence, that is exclamatory, right? And interjections follow with this exclamation mark. So I hope you all have understood that what are 8 parts of the speech, and let's do a quick summarization whatever we have learned, right? So this an is denoting what? Quickly think. Yeah, noun. Okay, and what are nouns? All the naming words. In short, I'm telling you. The next is pronoun. What is pronoun? Yeah, the voice monitor of the class, right? So when the noun is not there, a pronoun is going to play the role. It means pronoun is a word which is used instead of noun. Next is adjective. Adjective is a big fan of noun and pronoun. Adjective keeps on praising noun and pronoun. Let's move to verb. So again, verbs are the words which simply can be the action words, or it simply shows the occurrence or state of being. The next is adverbs. So adverbs modify adjective, sometimes verbs, and sometimes itself also, right? But most often it appreciates verbs. Verbs simply likes verbs a lot, so they keep on appreciating verbs, and in some cases they modify the entire sentence also. Next is proposition, which is a word, sometimes a group of words also, and tells us the relationship between the noun, pronoun, or a group or a noun phrase to the another part of the sentence. Conjunction. Okay, junction, as you can see these arrows, I have used these arrows to join all the parts of the speech to make a kind of train. So they are joined, right, with these arrows. So in that manner you can understand that conjunction are simply the words which join two words, phrases, or clauses. And the last is interjection. Wow, we have learned the lesson. Wow, we have understood it very clearly. So wow is what? Interjection. My strong feeling, I'm expressing my strong feeling that I made my learners understood in a very short span of time, that what are interjections. I hope you like the video, and if you want more explanation of grammar topics, subscribe my channel, like it. Thank you a lot for lending an ear. Have a nice day.